was you were great as Batman.
you,
Did
thank
you
you.
enjoy that?
I loved it. I loved it because I got to collaborate with really smart people, because Chris Terrio's script allowed me to play really interesting things, and Zach presented it visually in such a graphic and exciting, thrilling way that I was like, I couldn't believe that was me up there, on the screen. And not to mention the hundreds of technicians and people on the crew who all sort of worked together to create this illusion of this world. It was like a fantasy. It was like a kid's dream come true.
It's amazing that this comic book has survived, not only survived, but is part of popular culture for so many decades. Why do you think that is?
It's interesting. I'm not sure, because he's one of the few characters that has endured, vibrantly for so long. I think it has to do with the fact that, Batman is a superhero, but he's actually human. He's like us. He's flawed, and we recognize that he has flaws, but he also has, he overcomes those flaws, and he has a darkness, but he also overcomes that, and he reconciles with his own demons, and he can do extraordinary things. And I think that's a way that we would like to see ourselves, to imagine that we can confront our own inner darkness and overcome it and be powerful.
Well, he had a tough childhood.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I think that experience
Right.
really
Very
marked.
tough. Parents were killed in front of him. Yeah.
Do you think he should go to therapy? I go to therapy.
I think he should be in therapy 4 days a week, bro. I mean, Bruce Wayne needs therapy like a fish needs water. But then we wouldn't have any movies, because he'd be very well adjusted. He wouldn't put on the suit anymore. It'd be like he'd be.
It's
peaceful.
better if he doesn't go to therapy.
Yeah, exactly. But keep him out of therapy for another few movies.
But let me ask you, you've done a lot in this business in the last 20-something years. Do you feel that there are more things you want to accomplish, or do you don't see your profession like that, or you're done, or?
No, I do. I see. There are things I want to do. There's stories I want to tell. There's some kinds of movies I'd like to direct that I haven't directed yet. And this was a kind of a movie that I felt like I hadn't done a big commercial studio sort of one of these movies and done it well, and done it so that I could be really proud of it, and also have it be a movie that my kids like and want to see, and a movie that adults, that I'm proud to show adults, and friends of mine and other filmmakers. And that's what this was about for me.
It's also kind of like a history of film. This film will go through, it will be part of it.
It's an honor. It's an honor to play this character. This character's only been played by so many people, and they've all been just fine, amazing actors. And so I consider it an honor to be among them.
How interesting is it for you to switch from one character to another and keep it fresh and eclectic?
I think it's fascinating. I mean, you look at this character's got so much of a hold on popular culture that it even made, like, Iñárritu even made a movie about, like, the guy who played that guy and the ghost that character cast over the actor in his life, with Birdman. It's like there's something almost existential about Batman, and I can't explain it, but I definitely feel the allure.
And what keeps you going with such a passion?
I guess, I really like to tell stories. I find that's the way I like to express myself, and it's the way I like to express the things I'm thinking about, and the ideas and the values and the themes that are important to me. And it's just fun. I mean, it's a great excuse to have it, something to call work. I mean, I'm really very lucky.
Is it difficult to be under public eye?
Yeah, it is. There's a certain amount of scrutiny that is definitely difficult. I mean, on the one hand, you go, well, you're lucky, it's a high-class problems, and those things are all true. It comes with a very great, you can get a table at a restaurant, and there are a lot of nice advantages for sure. But it also, there is a certain amount of adjustment that you have to go through to get used to that kind of scrutiny. Otherwise, I think you just, you go crazy.